Fit in 10 Nation, it is day 60 of the challenge, and I'm gonna get running some questions here. I vow to make these videos shorter, so here we go. This person says, I'm not sleeping, I don't feel like eating real food, so this week I want to focus on relying less on protein bars and eating more real nutritious food. Let's say 3 days at least this week. Okay, so kudos to you for making yourself a goal of doing that 3 days per week. Here's my suggestion is try to lay out a plan for the day and then replicate that day. If you can do that, that's what I suggest. So I do, I think a lot of you know that I do 1 to 2 shakes per day. Usually it's typically 2, and I put real food in the shake. So even some of the protein source, like I use yogurt as part of the protein source, and of course my other source is either whey protein or I use the Vega. And then I also do some meals that are real meals. But it sounds to me like maybe you're not planning things out totally. So I'm going to really encourage you to do that. I mean, that is the best way than trying to... I'm not suggesting you're winging it, but it sounds to me like you're not planning, and planning would be helpful for you to overcome this problem, right? So if you're always sort of last minute just trying to grab what you can. As for sleep, this is a big one, and I know this particular person, I spoke to them, and they've got young kids, and it's been really, really challenging for them. I'm going to really encourage you to take some naps in the day if possible. Even just a 10-minute nap can make a massive difference. Okay, if you can do a few 10-minute naps throughout the day. This person also says, I'm going away to see family for a few days. It's going to be a big gathering and functions. I'm doubling up on a couple workouts this week, and I've arranged to work out one of the days I'm there. Okay, so this is great. So you're planning this out already. You're already thinking about what you have to do. Kudos to you. Very, very good. I'm happy to hear this. My biggest concern is the social aspect. The family is all about is all big on drinking and eating extravagant rich food. I hate the pressure that gets put on me. I've never really been good at dealing with it. Yeah, I know. I don't understand this either, to be honest with you. People always had a problem with when I'd be opening up. I used to work an entirely different job. I worked in IT for years, and I found myself, besides doing programming for other people and writing diets, I'd obviously have my food there, and I'd open it up, and everybody'd be like, "What? How come you're eating this and you're not upstairs eating some of the food that's out there? And don't you want to eat a donut? And how come you won't just do that?" And I never understood why people were so concerned. Like, I never cared about what people ate. Well, I did care, but not enough to, like, it wasn't my place to say anything, right? So, unless they asked for my help. And so I never really understood this. So, unfortunately, you have to stand your ground. You have to stand your ground, respect. Ultimately, people should respect it, what you're trying to do, especially when this is for, like, your health, But I think maybe sometimes, and I'm not suggesting this is always the case, but I think sometimes people perhaps feel maybe bad about what they're doing, or they don't feel like they're going to enjoy it as much if they don't see other people enjoying it. I don't know. But that's on them, not on you, right? It's on them. It's not on you. So don't feel the pressure. Don't take that pressure on. I understand it, but don't take it on. It's not your, I hate to call it, it's not your issue. It is an issue, but it's not your issue, okay? All right, so hang in there, stick to your guns, and like I said to people, if you go to weight parties, eat before going or eat afterwards. Just have something light there, something that you think you can choose to eat that's going to fit within your lifestyle. And also give yourself 1 or 2 reward meals per week. Okay, I give myself 1, sometimes 2. Usually the second one for me is just something that's like a relatively healthy type meal. All right, like it's still like over the bounds of what I would eat, but it's like like it would be things like an omelet with cheese and toast with butter and stuff like that. So it's not like really bad, but it's just like I'm over consuming fat and stuff like that. Okay, let's talk about some food here. So I know I've mentioned this before. This is one of my favorites, extra lean ground beef. This is 96% lean. This is as lean as chicken breast, if you can believe it. This is as lean as chicken breast. And this, I don't know what it is, it tastes so good too. Like, it tastes like really high quality. It almost tastes like, to me, it almost tastes more like bison. It tastes sort of like a little more gamey than traditional or typical ground beef, but it's not. It's just as, like, it's not like it's. I mean, it says it's a product of USA and Australia, so maybe it's, I don't know. I'm not sure what the difference is, but it tastes good and it's super lean. And so one of my favorite mixes that I do is I do this, and I do a little bit of Mrs. Dash and salt and peppers, and I mix that in a pan. I cook it up. It takes maybe 10 minutes after this is thawed. This is frozen, obviously. Not even 10 minutes, under 10 minutes, and there you go. I've got my protein and some fat there as well. I cook it in some coconut oil, and then I can add some carbohydrates if I wish, which I typically don't. But you could add some rice to it, right? I mean, seriously, a really tasty meal. By the way, I think some of you know, you can see I got this at Trader Joe's. The best ground beef I've ever had, actually, to be honest with you. Okay, really, really good, great quality. All right, so again, I put this in a pan, nothing too crazy, with some coconut oil in the pan just to add some fats and grease up the pan. I throw in the peppers. I add some Mrs. Dash. I add some salt, and it's done in like 10 minutes. Okay, less than 10 minutes. Obviously, you know this is a protein source, right? It's meat. It's protein. It's very low in fat, and of course, no carbohydrates. So, if you eat meat, give this a shot. In the States, obviously. All right, message of the day. This goes with this person who just wrote this message to me. Surround yourself with people who elevate your game. Surround yourself with people who elevate your game. Listen, I understand that you have family, and sometimes, you know, like family's family, you can't choose your family. I get that. But as much as you can, surround yourself with people who elevate your game, okay, that are on your side, that are going to help you and make you happy in your life, not give you anxiety and worry and stress that really shouldn't be there. I mean, it's not like they're giving you good advice. So I don't think, anyways. You know, they're not supportive of your goals. So, you know, like I said, the issue's not on you. All right, so surround yourself with people who elevate your game. Surround yourself with people who elevate your game, okay? All right, you guys, that's it. 7.5 minutes, I'm gonna end it. Submit, commit, do what you gotta do. You're gonna do 4 workouts this week, right? You're gonna do 4 workouts this week. Make time for it. Do 4 weight training sessions this week. Get in your 3 cardiovascular sessions. And I'm gonna see you guys. I saw some of you last night, which was great. It was a big class. And I will see you hopefully this weekend, okay? But you'll hear from me tomorrow. All right, see you guys.